What's up everyone, this is Halo Reach Pro 97 here, and today I'll be talking about more information on the Halo 4 Flood, and this is gonna be really awesome because I've got so much more detail to talk about them. So let's get started with this right away. The first thing is that we've got some more details on how many players can play the Flood and how many start as the infected. According to Halo Waypoint, there'll be only 10 players that can play the infection game type called Flood, and basically two of those out of 10 will start off as the alpha zombies, if you can remember from alpha zombies in Halo Reach. So only two of them will spawn as Flood, but remember this, they'll have enhanced vision and their speed is actually much faster than before, so it's gonna be sort of a dangerous thing if they would have even more players than two at the start as zombies. So as you can see here, we can see the different things we can look at when we are playing the game. So first off, they have concentrated on the Flood character model, and they've sort of developed something unique. And for them as a first person, for the first time ever, we can actually see first person Flood, and they've developed that sort of HUD, and they've also shown what it looks like in third person, which is actually pretty cool because it looks really deadly there. And another thing is they've developed a new special claw for them, which is a weapon, and basically this is the replacement for the energy sword in the original Alpha Zombies game type. If you can remember, in Halo Reach we had an energy sword back then, but now that has been replaced with a new claw, and I'm guessing it's the same amount of deadliness as the energy sword. And the other thing is that the screen effect, and we have first person screen and third person, which is actually pretty cool. Another thing is that they've made a special assassinations for them. So if you get assassinated by one of them, it's gonna have a cool animation, and if you assassinate one of them, it's gonna have another cool animation there. So it's gonna be a pretty cool thing. So here we can see the list of the different possible medals you can get while you're playing this Flood game type. So let's get started with this. The first one is called Flood Conversion. The first one is called Flood Conversion, and basically you have to convert a Spartan to a Flood. So that's basically, if you start off as a Flood, you're just gonna infect a person and you automatically get this medal right here. Another thing is we get the Alpha Conversion, and this is basically when you convert a Spartan to a Flood, as an Alpha Zombie, from Halo Reach. If you start off as an infected Spartan already, you're gonna be an Alpha, so this is basically the same thing. And another thing is the Infector. You kill two Spartans in a row without dying. And here we can see other cool medals that you can get in Halo 4, and basically here you can see something like Gravemind, where you kill all the Spartans in a row without dying. Now that's gonna be really impossible unless you're playing some sort of campy gameplay where you camp in a corner so that your motion sensor does not detect anything, and then when a Spartan passes by, you just slice him and then move to another position or something like that. So this is basically how you can get this Gravemind medal. Another thing that is as good as that is the Clever, and basically you survive the entire round without being infected. I find out sometimes it's impossible to actually do that, because all your teammates are gonna end up dying, and then you're gonna end up being the last man standing, and everyone's gonna know where exactly you are. So this is actually a pretty it's pretty impossible to do. So last thing is the shout out, and basically today I would like to give the shout out to Archie Roberts. And Archie Roberts is one of those vloggers online. I don't know if it's called vloggers or vlogs or something like that, and basically that's what the sort of videos he does, and he makes some pretty cool content, and I've watched his videos myself and I enjoy them. They're really cool, so check them out, and if you like them, you subscribe. That'll be a really good thing to him, because he's getting started with YouTube, and instead of sailing around, into the YouTube community. So you can give him a nice welcome by subscribing to him. So that was it for today, folks. Halo Reach Pro 97 here. I hope you enjoyed my latest video on Halo 4 news. Don't forget to subscribe to me for more info on Halo 4 and later details on any other games that you've seen on my channel. Until then,